Hello, lovely angels. Thank you so much for tuning in, visiting my channel again. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome. And I hope that you decide to subscribe and join the family that we're building here today. And speaking of today, I am coming here with a powerful message from our powerful, almighty, lovely Heavenly Father, God Ra, and his lovely daughter, our sister, or mother, if that's what you mostly relate to, the goddess Ma'at. And I say mother too because Hathor, hey Hathor, she's cameoing, and Hathor is also said to be a mother, a mate, and a daughter of Ra as well. So these energies are here, but we're going to be mainly focusing on the sun god Ra and Ma'at. And this message is basically coming here to deliver information about what next steps, what blessings, what expectations you should look out for this upcoming season. You know, this is the season of Libra. Well, if you're watching this during the time I decided to upload this, it's the season of Libra. And who more represents the season of Libra than Mother of Truth herself? You know, Ma'at represents justice, truth, balance. And that's what the scales are in the Libra sign. So if you're a Libra, shout out to you. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday, happy early birthday, happy present birthday if you're watching this on your birthday. And thank you so much for tuning in and allowing me to be your reader and give you a message about what these people, these deities, however you resonate again, want to deliver to the sun children. So when I say the sun children, it can mean if you identify with the sun, if you're closely related to the sun, and even if you don't have it in your birth chart, you could be a sun child, because most of us are children of the sun. And normally the sun represents Leo. You know, I'm a Leo, so fun fact about me, I believe I closely resonate to this message, and I'm so thankful that God Ra chose to make me deliver this message. And towards the end of this video, this message right here, this message right here is normally is setting the stage for what's to come in the later message on the video. I actually recorded them backwards because I was just testing something out, and Spirit ended up speaking to me and entering me, filling me up with the Holy Spirit, and making me speak a whole message. So I decided to add to this message because that's what the video was supposed to be about. The video was supposed to be about God Ra, but I ended up recording it, you know, based on what I already had, and I believe those messages came from Ra anyway, but I didn't reference him at all in that video. So I really wanted to do him justice, speaking of Ma'at, right, and give him reverence, because this is what the whole reading was inspired about anyway. So Ra has been coming to me a lot. I believe he's been in my dreams. He's here now. Thank you so much again. But I want to start off and say thank you to our highest, our most highest power. If it is not Ra, I believe it's Ra, but you know, like, there's other deities, there's other God, there's other higher powers that people give glory to. So I do want to pay respect to that. But I believe in the most highest God, who is called God, who is called the Almighty, who is called Yeshua, Jesus is Father, who is called the consort of the Holy Spirit. And speaking of her, the Holy Spirit, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for entering me and giving me the messages, because we can't have messages without your creativity, without your magic. We're just a vessel. We're just a physicality, but you give life to us. God breathed breathe life into us, and you are that breath. That's what I want to think of it as. And then Yeshua, Jesus, the Son, speaking of Son God, so Son, thank you so much for all you do for us on a daily, not just what you've done for us on Calvary, but on a daily, for never leaving us, for never forsaking us. Thank you for the messages that you give us. Thank you for guiding us, being that counselor, that loving Father, that great brother. Thank you so much. So let's get into the message. And thank you so much to our spirit team. Thank you so much to our spirit team, my spirit team. Thank you so much for what you do for me on a daily. My angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my close loved ones, the people I've never even met, they're still on my team. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, ascended masters, the ones that teach me, the ones that are my homeschool teacher. Thank you. So I wanted to give reverence and recognition and acknowledgement to all of these people because they've been pushing me as well, and they never gave up on me, and I'm so thankful for that. So in your name I pray, amen. And I love you, and I love you all too. And thanks again for tuning in and staying for this message. And please stay to the end so that you can get all the messages that Ra, our God, and Goddess Ma'at wants us to receive. Okay? Okay, so Ra, like I said, he's been in my dreams. I believe he's been in my dreams. And I believe Ma'at has been in my dreams too. Speaking of, so Ma'at is normally said to be like a concept. She created she was one of the creators of the universal laws, the laws of truth. She represents truth. She's, if you're not familiar with that, she's in charge of deciding your fate after you pass over and go into the afterlife. And she weighs your heart on the scale, and it's not physically your heart, it's but she compares it to a feather, and she judges the contents of your heart to see whether or not you enter to the afterlife and enjoy peace. So I think that's great that she wanted me to include her in this message, because I feel like the messages are bringing peace to our lives, are bringing joy, are bringing truth and sustenance to our life, which is the characteristics of both of those figures that we're talking about today. So yeah, Ra has been telling me a lot of things, and I hope that I do him justice in saying what he wants me to say and delivering the messages how he wants me to say them, and hopefully I don't leave anything out because it was a lot. So first I'm going to start off with the Emperor energy. So the Emperor energy has been popping up very prevalent around powerful cards in multiple tarot decks that I've pulled, and the Sun has also been very prevalent and next to some very positive powerful cards as well. Excuse me. And what I think he's saying is, because he's one of the emperors, he sits on the throne. He sits on the throne next to the most highest, along with most highest of the archangels we have, most highest of the spirit guides we have, and Mother Earth. I'm sorry I forgot about you, but Mother Earth has also been coming to me as well. So Mother Earth and the Sun, they work together very well. The Sun gives energy to Mother Earth so that she could create life. It's like having, a mother and a father come together to create a child. So I mentioned the Holy Trinity at the beginning of this video. So that's very prevalent right now. So you may be in a position where you're giving birth to something, whether you're physically pregnant or you're giving birth to a creative idea, creative business, whatever it is, your baby, whatever you consider your baby, you're giving birth to that, and it's going to be very successful. And I just got a message in inkling of Jupiter. Jupiter has also been appearing, and Jupiter is in retrograde right now. And retrograde normally gets a bad rep, but also I think retrograde should also be looked at as a way to revisit. That's why it's retro. It's going backwards, it's coming back around. So if it missed you the first time, it may be on its way to your door now, and Jupiter is the father of Fortuna. So she just popped in too. Hi Fortuna, hi Jupiter. It's amazing how much spirit and how much energy I'm feeling right now, and I hope that I'm able to deliver these messages as clear as possible and not go all over the place. But I'm trying to acknowledge people and energies as they come in so that you can get the most clearest messages. And I'm listening to my higher self and my soul, my spirit, and even my inner child. And the Sun, I like to think of it as dealing with the inner child. The child gets the pony. The child gets the pony. The child is always on a horse in a Sun card. Whether you have the Rider-Waite deck originally, whether you have another type of deck, they normally picture a child on those cards or some type of younger youth on those cards having fun. So I believe fun is coming your way, joy, vitality, strength, all those things. And the sun doesn't need nothing to give it energy. It gives itself energy. And that's what Ra is. Ra is telling you right now, you are the energy. And he's here to even give you energy that you think you don't have, because guess what? He is the sun god. He is the person that gives him the energy. So, sorry. I wanted to see where we were on time. So, all right. So I'm not going to try to rush this. So, I do deal with runes. He brought me to pull some runes out for you guys. So I want to let you guys know what type of runes and protection, what type of language or symbols, synchronicities are surrounding around you. That's what I believe runes represent. It was our language of our ancestors. So high Norse ancestor, high Viking ancestor, high even Egyptian ancestors or ancient Kemetic ancestors, because they use hieroglyphics, which could be translated as runes today as well. So thank you guys for making a cameo as well. And I mentioned reincarnation a little bit earlier, and I forgot to go on that thought. I was just so excited about what's to come and what messages I was receiving. Thank you all for bringing me back to that. So Ma'at, she's an idea. Some don't want to put her as an actual person or claim her to be an actual person. I like to claim her to be an actual person because, you know, energy is energy. That's why we resonate with it, because we're made of energy. And so if she's an energy, that means she's a person. So, but if you haven't heard that, forget what I said. I don't want to mess you up. But so Ma'at, she created these laws of truth, these laws that people should obey, and it's reminding me, and I'm mentioning her with reincarnation. It's reminding me of the 10 Commandments that God told Moses to create. A spoiler alert: Moses is in the later part of this video as well. So thank you for coming in. He wanted to make sure he's in both parts. That's funny. Hey Moses. But yeah, Moses, I believe he was a reincarnation of Ma'at. And it's funny because Moses deals with the speaking part, and normally truth deals with communication. And so it was interesting that relationship just popped up to me. And then I also think that Ma'at was a reincarnation of most of the famous deities we know today, the goddesses especially. And I'm thinking of Isis, Oshun, in the Yoruba tradition. I can even think it could be even Yemaya, even though I like to think of Yemaya more of the Holy Spirit, you know, because she deals with water, and water deals with creativity, and I connect the spirit with creativity. But I believe she was people were, or deities were reincarnated from her. Nefertiti is also coming through for me, and Nefertiti was also a reincarnation from so many deities. Sekhmet, I believe she was a reincarnation of her. She was a reincarnation of Bastet. Sekhmet and Bastet, they almost have the same type of energy. They just rule over different things. But Hathor, Neith is even coming through. Hey Neith, and Neith is said to be Ra's mother. So see, so it's a lot of you know, information to, you know, digest, and it depends on your belief. Whatever you believe, that could be the truth. So sorry, I just heard something outside, and it's dark where I am right now. So I wanted to make sure everything was okay. So sorry about that, but yeah, it's some commotion outside, and I'm gonna work through it. And excuse the background noise if you hear any. This is the best place I can record in right now, and hopefully you can hear me clearly and loudly as I intended to be. I do kind of normally talk quietly because I'm recording when my son sleep or his dad sleep or someone sleep in the house. So I just, you know, hopefully I'm able to, you know, speak loudly enough for you to hear me and not have to turn up your phone so loud. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so the reincarnation, so yeah, so I was saying the goddess Neith is said to be the mother, and it just depends on what you choose to believe. I'm learning that a lot of these religions and a lot of the information and facts are actually myths, and you have to put together, you have to ask for a discernment and use that discernment to put together the stories and the information that you are presented to see what fits like a puzzle, you know. So yeah, so that's my little spiel on that. All right, so back to the runes. Did a little segue. So we have Kana, which means the opening fire, and that's upside down. My upside downs mean, you know, you already overcome that. So you've already gone through the initiation of fire. Ra deals with fire. You know, fire is all about initiation. When you have wand cards, when you have, you know, the ace cards in any of the decks, they're normally presenting an offering or initiation. We also have Daggers, which is the breakthrough rune, Dots light rune. So see, some great things are coming. And that's upright. And the throat chakra is being highlighted to me right now. We also have Algis, which is the protection rune. And it could mean, you know, rushes and, you know, like sages, and not sage like the cleaning or medicine woman or something. Sedges, Sedges, Sedges. And then we also have Hagalas. It's reminding me of like halal, you know, so hey family. So and that one's in reverse, and that normally deals with disruptions and, you know, bad storms. You know, I'm getting Oya energy. Oya, hi mama Oya, she's coming through. So you made it through the storms, go you. And then leadership is also being highlighted. You know, Ra is a part of leadership. Ma'at has a leadership role in what she does in the spiritual realm as well. Then we have how newness, let newness, going after new things be your inspiration. Okay, And then the sacral chakra is being highlighted. Your body is your temple. Nature is the flower of life. So we were talking about nature earlier. That's why she came through. That's why she's here. All right. Hi, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, however you resonate. And safety is important in protection. So we have two things that are being highlighted about protection. So protection is very important right now. So you could be under psychic attacks if you are a person who is experiencing spiritual warfare, but you're protected. Call on your angels, call on your spirit team, call on your highest power, whoever you resonate with, and ask them to surround you with a hedge of protection so that you can continue to build on that protection and make it strong, make it your fortress. And then last but not least, we have Noctis, and we have, that normally means constraint, pain, necessity. So I'm getting from that where pain is going to be necessary for you to go get through the other side. So you may be experiencing some changes where it may try to knock you off your feet, like I mentioned psychic attacks earlier, so that could be related to that. And then so we also have, and Thoth is here. Hi, Thoth. And Thoth is all about communication. We heard about the throat chakra, so he is here, and he's the god of communication and wisdom, and he also helps Ma'at judge souls. He's also been a guide to a lot of the deities we hear about today. He's been, the healer, the guide, the teacher, the strength, the support. He's been that, and his overall energy is the 9 of Pentacles. So that's all about independence, gaining. And I believe I mentioned earlier, you're going to gain something, or something's going to come in, or newness. New things are coming in, new things are being birthed. And Thoth also wants you to embrace stillness. He wants you to invite peace. He wants you to have courage and relax. So, it's bringing me back to that Noctis rune where it said pain is a necessity. So you may go through some times where pain, just knocks you down, makes you feel so tired. And he's telling you now it's okay to rest. And his hidden message is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, so she is communicating with both the earthly realms and the spiritual realm. She knows the truth, and this is giving me my energy right now. Come on now, come on, it's coming together. Thank you so much for that. And then we also have, sorry, I'm making sure I don't have anything else from there. Make sure this is on the top. Okay, bear with me. Fix these cards. Sorry you can't see them. I've been instructed to just show my voice or for you guys to just hear my voice, and I like it, but I prefer to show you the cards, but this is what we're working with right now. And then we also have Anubis here. So Anubis, he deals with the underworld. So Ra is just, I think right now his message is, overall message is like, this is your team now. This is the soldiers. These are the soldiers I have in my army. You think anything can defeat you with what we have behind us, what armor we have, what things are protected in our vicinity? I mean, what things are protecting you in your vicinity? Please. So I don't know why I just got that little attitude there. Ra's funny. He's so gentle and loving though. He's a beast though. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Don't play with his children. Don't play with what he loves, and he loves his children. Despite anything said in the contrary, he loves his children. So Anubis is here, and he's also a part of the afterlife. He's normally represents the moon energy. So the moon is being highlighted right now. So that's interesting because the sun and the moon is being highlighted, and those are polar opposites, or I like to even think of them as the same energy. I just think the moon comes out, the sun comes out after changing their clothes, and it becomes the moon, and after the sky gets dark, but that's just my theory, and that's just my belief. Whatever you believe, it could be the truth. So, but he's coming through, and he's normally in most of the decks, if, they represent or show Egyptology, I think that's how you say it, or Hermetic messages. Normally he's standing at the portals, like even in the Thoth deck, the moon, I think it actually has a picture of Anubis. And Anubis, what's so cool about him, he can multiply. So, it's normally like two figures, and it's really the same person, and he's in charge of the portals. And so, That's why he's coming up in this Ma'at energy, because he's also in charge of who gets in and out of the afterlife. He guards the portals with his jackals, ready to devour anything not welcome there. So if you don't have access to the portals, you can't get into the portals. And that could also mean new portals are opening up, because I did say newness. So newness is all up in this and through this reading. So what he has to say, he is representing the Six of Pentacles energy. And Six of Pentacles energy is all about give and take. Like Ma'at is all about balance, give and take, truth, being kind, being generous, being true to your heart. That wasn't the phrase I was looking for, but being genuine. Yeah, there it is. Being genuine in your heart when you're helping people out. Don't expect to receive anything back, because the law of karma, that's what this is. The law of karma is going to pay you back tenfold of what you give out. And he's also bringing me to the King of Pentacles. So yeah, so somebody's starting a business. And then we have the Seven of Swords upside down. To me, Seven of Swords upside down reverse, it means faith. And the Queen of Pentacles came out. Come on now. So you could be starting business with your partner. You and your partner is coming up. Yeah, you were experiencing material troubles, but I have the Ace of Wands right here. So the Ace of Wands is initiating you to something big. Right behind the Wheel of Fortune, which represents karma. That means Ma'at is here. Ma'at is associated with the Wheel of Fortune, because not only does she deal with afterlife matters, she also deals with what's going on with the forces of life while we are here on the earth, to make sure. That's why she created those laws for us to follow. Let's see, one more. And then we have Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's been working on a business, trying to perfect their crafts, and it's going to be successful. And then under the hidden energy here is also the High Priestess. So yes, yeah, my eye all up in this. And then we also have so you could be seeing spiders, dragons, snakes, owls, doves, scorpions. So rebirth. Scorpion's all about rebirth. Rebirth, new transformation. Doves is all about purity, renewal, divinity, even love, happiness. And the owl, wisdom, juggling different things, able to see all perspectives around you. I want to say the snake. No, the spider. So the spider, she is a part of weaving things together. So it's also giving me this universal energy, the world card energy. She's she's the reason why we're able to communicate and connect with each other. And then we have the dragon. The dragon, they protect their treasures. So I was speaking about Ra protecting his children earlier. So this is all about him showing how he's a protective father and how you have nothing to worry about. And then snakes get a bad rep, and they normally do bad things, yeah. But I like to think of snakes as healing, and it could represent transformation. And Ouroboros is the 13th planet, and the snake wraps itself around and eats its tail. It wraps itself around the world. So I did mention the world earlier. So that world thing is very prevalent. So you could be connecting with someone, maybe even over the internet. Technology will be important. And then we have, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Card fell out of High Priestess. I got so excited and I saw the High Priestess again. I'm gonna wrap this up with our masculine and divine masculine and feminine energies. What kind of masculine and feminine energies are present? And I hope that the tarot cards that I have picked represents some more clarification for these energies. So bear with me. I'm just following what he's telling me to do. Like I told him, this is so much. How am I going to get through all this and not have this video be so long? But I'm just rolling with it. So for the masculine energy, we have belonging, we have endurance, we have solitude, we have lust, and that is all in reverse. So that's either something you're dealing with right now, it's going to come to pass soon, or it's something that you're good at already, And then we have the current energy that's coming in will be acceptance and breakthrough. And then we have a breakthrough room. Am I lying right now? I'm not lying. Thank you, Rob, for making that come through so well. And then to clarify all of that, we have the Page of Cups. So it's bringing me back to that breakthrough card. Normally to me, the Page of Cups represents dreams being fulfilled. She's like the artistic one, the creative one. And like some could look at her as a trickster, but I think it's all about the youthfulness in her, and she's engaging her inner child. Inner child is coming through again. She is here, or he is here, whoever you resonate with watching this. And then we also have, for the divine feminine, we have, make sure I get all of these right. Okay, so we have, for reversals, we have the discernment. I mentioned discernment earlier. Grudge. And grudge is giving me the energy that they're making me take the time out to explain this. This grudge is more giving me the energy of holding on, not to just anger, holding on to things that have been stale or are no longer serving you. So it's not more about like holding a grudge against somebody, like forgiveness and stuff. Yes, it could be a part of that depending on how you're resonating with it. But they're really highlighting to me is like, use your discernment to figure out the things that are not for you. So balancing, Ma'at is saying balance. Okay, so those are reversals. So you're working through that, or you've activated that, or like it's something that you're already good at. And then for the upcoming expectant energy for divine feminine, we have flexibility and wisdom. So discernment and wisdom, they're on two opposite sides of the spectrum right now, but they're both meaning the same things. And it's reminding me how opposing energies work in a birth chart. They work together. They're opposing signs, but they work together because it's like a yin and yang, depending on how you look at it. So it's your perspective, and that's what I'm getting for wisdom itself. Like deciphering what truths to hear, what things to believe. Like I mentioned earlier on multiple occasions, like whatever you choose to believe, it could be the truth. So I'm getting for that with flexibility. Even flexibility and wisdom is going together, because it's like being open-minded to new truths, to things that stray away from what you normally believe in. That's what I'm getting for the divine feminine energy. And then to clarify all of that, we have the moon. I knew the moon was gonna come out. The moon comes out, and so it's interesting because at the top of that deck, the normal energy that I spoke about earlier, it was the sun, because I was speaking about the sun and the emperor. And then underneath that deck, which I set the intention to clarify the divine feminine energy, and that was the moon. And the moon is all about hiding things. And I'm thinking, I'm going back to the wisdom. I'm going back to the discernment, secrets being revealed, knowing what to realize as the truth. Ma'at is just speaking in here. Okay, Ma'at, I got you. And then some, it was interesting that Ra wanted this, but I guess because Ma'at came in, so maybe she wants to highlight this. But it's some feminine, it's womb magic, or womb, WOMB, womb information, womb messages, and they wanted me to speak about them. I was interested because before I even thought about doing Ma'at, I felt Ra sensing and hinting at the womb, and the womb deals a lot with the moon cycle. So I'm thinking it's confirmed that Ma'at really wanted this part of the reading. And so sorry, males, if you don't resonate with this part, but you could, because it's not just about the womb, but it's the deck's focus on the womb, the aspects of the womb. So that's probably why Ra really wanted to highlight that too. So we have the full moon, we have the wild one, we have clitoris, we have cervix, we have spring, we have waxing crescent moon, we have fox. And the waxing crescent moon really stuck out to me because that's normally when your intentions are, growing, waxing and waning. So that's really sticking out to me. And then the full moon, that's in reverse. So it was interesting that both of the moon cards are in reverse. And then the moon card that we clarified through the feminine energy with, that was upright. So the moon really wants to stand out to me, where it's saying that moon magic may be very prevalent if you're into rituals during the moon. And also with the full moon, I see on the card, it looks like, so it's two women at the bottom, and then it's another woman within the moon itself. I just thought that stuck out to me. And she has a crown on her head. So I'm getting victory. I'm getting, you could be meeting your higher self, or, speaking to your higher self on a regular, and she's happy or he's happy. And we also have 5 sense sexuality. That's when you experience all of your senses, your touch, taste, feel, and then you touch, taste, feel, see, I forget all of them, but here. So all those, you use that to engage all of your sensuality. So I thought that was interesting. So eating the food you like, looking at views, looking at things on TV, or your phone that actually brings you joy and pleases your senses, and even hearing music, hearing music that's pleasing to the ears, maybe singing, with that music. Then I also have an affirmation. I am a creative being that has inspired others with my creativity and confidence. I am aligned with my magical goddess with breath and intention. So I'm dedicating that with God, Ra, and Ma'at, because they're aligning with us. I am confident in embracing my sexuality. I am a magnet for making magic and miracles. So miracles are coming. Miracles are coming. That's the main message here. I am mindful of the wisdom my body experienced during my feminine cycles and phases. Or you could just take out feminine and just say different cycles and phases. Maybe phases of the moon, different cycles of your life, different cycles of, whatever it is. I am worthy and deserving of all things that I'm trying to bring into my life. I'm supported by my female tribe, past and present. So your ancestors are here. Hey, ancestors. And then herbal tea may be prevalent for you. The root chakra you should focus on. My ladies, it's suggested that you could look into yoni steaming, and then expose the creativity that's inside your womb. So I'm even thinking about the solar plexus chakra for males right now. And then Ra rules that. He rules the third eye, I like to think, and I also think he rules the heart and the solar plexus as well. But depending on what you think. Embody your soul essence. So like I said in that other card, the higher self is here. I am open to receiving love and giving love. So yes, so your higher self is open to receiving love and giving love. And I mentioned the solar plexus chakra and it came up again. Clearing ancestral trauma, and that's in reverse. So you've been working on that, or that's going to be cleared soon. And then we have Mother Nature. She is here again. So and then I also have the queendom and the king majesty energy put together. It's representing love, and that hidden energy, something that you struggle with, is power, and which is coming in for you. So really engage your senses, engage your protection. Like I said, work your magic and miracles, and all that great stuff. And so I have some crystals that my angels told me to tell you to focus on. And hopefully, again, I'm sorry it's so long, but I hope I've engaged you long enough for you to feel that it's connected. And for that ancestor trauma card, I believe the Ace of Swords has confirmed it, and Ace of Swords represents truth, and truth is my again. So she really wants you to focus on the truth, focus on finding the truth. Like if you have things you're wondering about, set intention for you to find that truth. And then our animal spirit guides as well are here. I'm hearing that you had a cat and a dog automatically, but I'm also hearing monkey. Somebody had a monkey, parrot or parakeet. That was it wasn't random because I was looking at the animal cards, and hopefully I'm able to get to those. But yeah, so we have the crystals you should focus on: Numai, which brings in strength; golden calcite, which brings in inspiration. We mentioned inspiration earlier. Ruby represents shine. Orpiment represents success. Clear quartz represents clarity. Selenite represents spiritual awakening, and those two work together because they really help cleanse energy as well. Crystal towel is representative of the power animals. That's why I mentioned the power animals, and they didn't want me to pass them up. Then we have rose quartz, represents self-love. So maybe going back to the womb practices if you're a female, but just loving yourself in general. Maybe have that cup of tea or coffee, whatever makes you feel relaxed. We also have the last but not least, we have sunstone, which represents empowerment, and that's what this is. That's what the message is for Ra. He wants you to be empowered. He wants you to feel confident in your being. That's why the solar plexus chakra was mentioned and highlighted, and all that good stuff. So we also have, for goddess energy, she's bringing me back to that, the Lady of Avalon is here. We also have the seeding. So like I said, you're birthing ideas. You the Eight of Pentacles is coming back to me again. You put in the work, and you bringing those things into fruition. Your spirit animal could be a bird, and more in particular, it could be a bird. A dove. Again, dove came up twice. Dove, a sparrow, or an eagle. And eagles represent Ra. Ra is an eagle or a falcon. I'm not really sure the difference between those. They're both powerful birds. And then we also have the platypus here. And they're talking about commitments and blessings and, you know, like just being content right now. That's what I'm getting from the platypus. And then I had one more that I wanted to show you. I mean, I'll show you, but give you information about it. Okay, I guess it's not coming out. All right, so there it is. Is it? Oh, the element of fire, which is Ra, the temple of fire, which is Ra in general. That's the type of goddess energy as well. And we also have penguins. Oh my goodness, penguins. You know, they're good at, you know, making sure that they keep pushing, you know, making sure that they work together in teams and, you know, stuff like that. And then we also have the peacock. The peacock is here. And, you know, that's all about being you, being confident, standing in your truth, knowing who you are. Okay. Hopefully that's how it went. All right. And then lastly, we want to make sure. Okay. So hopefully that wasn't too long for you. So Ra, the God energy, has messages for us. And I'm getting for, and Hathor came back again. Hathor is representative of the Ace of Swords right now, and she's highlighting the power in truth. So truth is the word today. Truth. Okay, so yeah, so we have so he's really highlighting your hard work and taking rest from that, and, you know, understanding that you're safe and protected and you're stable, and you will be rewarded for your strength, for the times you tamed your emotions. And then we also have oh yeah, so those new ideas, they're coming to fruition, and then we they will be fulfilled. You will receive total ultimate happiness. You are manifesting those things, and those manifestations are coming through as clear as day. And then yeah, the vitality and the joy is being highlighted again. Justice. And so I have the Sun card and Justice right behind each other. So if that's not clarifying Ma'at and Ra, I don't know what is. But this is all that I'm seeing for you today. Thank you so much for bearing with me through this part of the message. I hope that you continue to watch the next part of the message, as you know, it gets more into detail about what you can expect and what type of information you will need going forward to receive your blessings. So again, I love you so much. Please, you know, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, but really like and subscribe so that it could motivate me. I'm not gonna even lie, because it helps me continue to be motivated to post videos, to come out here, be on camera, and do what I do. And hopefully, you know, I don't stop, but a like and a share and even a subscription would really help make me want to come out more often. And, you know, yeah, so please comment if you want to. Be loving and gentle in your comments. And I also got a message of Founding Day, you know, so maybe Founding Day history is being highlighted to me right now. So and also representing, like, being proud of the Native Americans. Okay, so yeah, the Native American ancestors, if you're part of the Indigenous Society of Native America, your ancestors say hi. And I want to leave you with a last message from Ra. Ra says, joy is the ultimate goal of life. So have a great, blessed day. Thank you so much, everybody on our spirit teams, for coming through. Thank you to our highest power for allowing us to be here and creating us and giving us special gifts and talents to share and enjoy amongst ourselves. And thank you so much to the sun god Ra for tuning in, for giving us these messages, and the lovely goddess Ma'at for also being here and giving us the truth and giving us understanding as well. So bye-bye. Back to my channel. I'm back with another message, and I started off by pulling some cards to get the overall energy of this message. I feel very excited about it, and I think that's because there are some exciting things coming to you. And I hope and pray that this reading brings you the love, the strength, the clarity, and even support. Shout out to Roseology. I get that from her, to say those things. I love her so much. So I hope she watches my channel sometime in her life. We before she leaves this earth in this lifetime, and she'll know exactly what I'm talking about. In the Rosology clan, the Watchers, I shout out to you too. Thank you so much for supporting me and being here on this video to all. So let's get back to this message. So I have some cards, and the first one I got out is the Triskele. And those of you who do not know about the Triskele, if you've seen the Triskele, this means you, the crone. You ain't no mother, you ain't no maiden. You're probably both of those things right now, but you're really the crone. Normally the symbol represents the mother, maiden, and crone, but it essentially represents things that come in threes. So the Father, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus, or I like to say God, the Holy Spirit, and Yeshua. I like to call him Yeshua. So hey, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for filling me up. Thank you so much, God, for giving me life and creating me, both of you. And thank you so much, Yeshua, for everything you've done for us. Thank you for being the example you were when you were on this earth. And then it resulted to stories being told about you over and over and over and over again. And you gave glory to the Most Highest God. And also the Holy Spirit. I don't like to leave the Holy Spirit out because Holy Spirit is the feminine energy. God is the masculine, and Holy Spirit is the feminine energy. It had to be a mother and a father, and the Holy Spirit could even represent Mary right now. So thank you, Mary, for coming in, because I think that's what you're saying. And I also, I reference Mama Marie. She's a black woman. She looks African. I believe she's from Africa, but you know, Mary is too, because they lived in Egypt, but we don't really know the story before that. So anyway, I reference her as well, so I can't talk about Mother Mary of Yeshua without talking about Mother Marie, and she also had a son, so that's why I really give reference to her. And thank you so much for making a cameo in this video right now. And anyway, so the Triskele represents threes. It represents the balance. It represents coming together. It represents all. And threes represents manifestation. So 3 points in a triangle, creating something. So you're probably in the process of creation. It also represents your lower, your mid, your highest self, which could be your soul, which could be whatever you reference it as, or even source, your connection to source. God is source. Holy Spirit is source, as we were just saying. It also could represent the past, present, the future, first, second, and third place, the beginning, the challenge, and the resolution, life, I forget, preservations. It came to me and I ignored it. Sorry, soul. But life, preservation, and destruction, the naivety, the journey, and the mastery. So that's why I started off by saying you're the crone, because the maiden is part of the naivety. You know, she's a virgin. She's figuring out herself. She's discovering herself. The mother, she's mature. She's realizing how to use her power. She's realizing who she is already. And then the crone knows who she is, and she knows a lot. She has the wisdom that was passed down from her experiences as a maiden and a mother. I also think of that as a child, a mother, and a grandmother as well. It could mean the mind, body, the soul, life, death, and rebirth, or reincarnation. Rebirth and reincarnation to me go hand in hand. The sun, moon, and stars. And I think that's why I'm really excited, because the sun brings excitement, joy, and happiness. And past, present, future, if I didn't say that already. And the start of a movie. So movies, the start of a movie, where they're building up the plot, then the climax, and then the end, the happy ever after, or you know, just the ending of the movie. So I spent a lot of time on that because Spirit's talking. Then the next thing I have is pink clouds, which represents the sun is on the horizon. See, what did I tell you? The sun is on the horizon. Or it could represent that there's sunrise or about to be sunrise where you are when you're watching this at the moment. Also have flamingo. Flamingo represents beauty and prosperity. So maybe this is also why I'm so excited, you know, because, you know, beauty and prosperity is on the horizon. And also flamingos are born gray and then they turn pink. So you could be someone who doesn't look like what you look like when you were born. You could be just a person, and maybe not just looks. Maybe it could be you're different than you were before. Maybe you matured, and so that's probably why we have the mother, maiden, crone here. And then we also have the rainbow. What am I telling you? Take this back to your highest power. Take this back to your highest power as the word, and ask him or her to confirm it for you. Because right now, I feel like I'm confirming it, but I'm just a vessel. You don't gotta believe me. Go take it to your highest power. And then, so we have the rainbow, and the rainbow also could mean multiple good things will be received soon. So my excitement is here for a reason. And the rainbow also connects heaven and earth. After a storm, there's always a rainbow. Even if you don't see it, it is there. And there is always treasure at the end of the rainbow. So this prosperity stuff is lining up. All right, and then we have videos. It could be because you're watching this video right now. It could be you're a person who loves to watch videos. You're a person who loves to make videos. I mentioned Rosology earlier. So she's a video content creator, and I watch her channel a lot. If you ever get the chance, you should go check out her channel. She's so smart. I love her so much. And I don't idolize her or anything because we're not supposed to, but it's a good thing that I love her so much, and I see good qualities in her, because normally when you see good qualities in people, that means those qualities are within yourself. She's so articulate, and I used to struggle with self-confidence, and I used to believe that I'm not articulate. I've been told before that I wasn't articulate enough, but I was younger at the time. I didn't even understand what it really meant to be articulate. So that flamingo card was probably for me. But I didn't understand how important it was to be articulate in your words. I just thought, as long as someone understands what you're saying, you could, communicate. So I went off on a tangent. So you could also be the content creator as well. So that was videos. And then we have my darling. And my darling is representing, to me right now, ancestors. So your ancestors are here. Hey, ancestors. I don't have any ancestors. They used to call me my darling, but I just get this warm feeling that someone who's watching this video had an ancestor who used to call them my darling, and now they're calling you that. Or you have ancestors right now who refer to you as my darling, my sweetheart, my loved one. I love you so, and I'm just picturing just a hug and a kiss, and so that's coming through. Now I also have, I am released from the prison of self-doubt. I was referring to confidence earlier. I was referring to self-confidence, of how I didn't believe I could speak well, or I wasn't confident in how I spoke, because I was told before that I didn't know how to speak well. But when they told me that, that's all they had to tell me, because after that, I started studying. I started looking very closely I started looking very closely. Spirit just speaking through me. Thank you. I started looking very closely to how people speak, whether it was news broadcasters, like people, like president speeches, debates. I looked at how I listened to it very closely, of how they put certain words, and then when I read books, I would imagine myself speaking that way. So if you are a person that struggles with that, and I almost didn't start this channel because I didn't think I would be able to get my words out how I wanted to get the words out, because I believe the reason why that person told me, and it was one person, probably two people, that the other person really didn't say it in the way, but I know they said it to make me be better. And I did go to a HBCU, so and that's a historically black college or university, for those who don't know. The second person told me, that's why I mentioned her as well. The first person was a guy, and the second person was a girl. And the second person told me, like, I need to speak without acronyms. So that's why I felt the need to, instead of taking it and, beating myself up even more, I took that advice, because I realized even people who speak in public, if they do list the acronym, and even if you know a person, because I said the acronym to her because I thought she already knew the acronym, but I still take it as a lesson to just spell out the thing. If I'm gonna use it out of habit, if I'm gonna use an acronym out of habit, just say what it is, so people won't be confused, even if you think they know it. So that's another tip for you. If you struggle with stuff like that and you don't understand why, or you're like me who thinks faster than she speaks, I don't really like to speak. It's funny that Spirit, God made me this way, because I don't really like to speak. I don't mind speaking, but I don't like to speak. I rather read, I rather think, but I don't really like to speak. So, and notice what those are. Those are my head and my eyes, and I don't really like to use my throat chakra. And people would, make pre-assumptions about me, preconceptions about me, and thinking because I don't speak that much that I don't either know how to speak or I don't like them. They would take it personally, but it's just me, and I only speak when I have to, and I feel like that's why God made me have a purpose along these lines, because He knows, like, I don't like to speak. And because I did have some issues with self-confidence before, so I'm really insecure about speaking, about putting myself out there for people to hear me. I could talk to myself all day, and I'll be comfortable with it, but I'm always hesitant to speak to people because I don't want them to correct me, even though I will take their feedback constructively. I just know myself in a way where when people correct me in that manner, then it makes me more insecure about it. Like somebody else, another person even told me like I slur my words, and I didn't express how it made me feel when they told me that. And the only reason why I really slur my words is because I'm thinking so much about how not to say it, how to say it correctly. See, I was about to use a double negative. I'm thinking about how I'm presenting this message to you. And but anyway, so they told me that, and this was actually a close person with me, so every time I would have to speak to that person going forward, and it was another man. So men have been very forthcoming with how they say things to me, how they say hurtful things to me. So I get insecure around audiences that include men, and this is why. I am going off on a tangent. I am so sorry, but I think Spirit wanted you to know that you needed to hear that. You needed to hear how your words could possibly affect people. Your words could possibly make people feel certain. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. It's not because I can't think about the words. I'm just getting choked up because I've been trying to hold that in. That's another story. And these are people in corporate America, and sorry, I had to let that flow through me. I had to let that out. Yeah, these are people in corporate America who told me this stuff, and to this day, this is why I don't hesitate to do this anymore, because corporate America has made me feel unwanted, and I tried so hard. I tried so hard, and I got better. But once I got better, I got to the point where I didn't want to go back to them anymore. I didn't care. I didn't care if the next person may not be like that. The next company may not be like that. Then, I didn't care. And even if this wasn't a company or a person who worked in a company, this was a person who was in corporate America, fellow corporate America, and they try to correct me. And they, and it's not only that, but that's one of the main reasons why I don't even care to go back there. I have a master's in accounting. And I am here doing spiritual videos. And I'm going to get so good at it. I'm claiming it. I'm going to get so good at it. And I'm going to make a lot of money for it. Yeah, with it. Along with other things, of course. But I'm going to focus on this because I believe that God gave me this purpose for a reason. And I love my spirit team, my spirit guides, my angels so much. And I'm so happy they never gave up on me, even when I wasn't aware of them. I love my mom so much. She's one of the ancestors that I've lost, and I knew close. That was the only person in my life that I really knew, and I lost her at a young age. So Thank you, Mom, for coming in. Hi, I love you. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Spirit, what you doing? I'm supposed to be, but yeah. So I believe I'm so glad that I do have this purpose to be here, and try to help heal the world as I heal myself. And God has been saying that's what I've done. I've done that, and this is why He wants me to do this, and this is why I can't not give up. I don't care how many views I get. I don't care if nobody watches my videos. I'm gonna keep doing it because I know God put this desire in my heart. He put it in my heart so much that I can't sleep at night because I feel like I'm not doing what He wants me to do. And so many obstacles have been coming in. Like, I've been told I was speaking too low, and I already had microphones, and I didn't even know, I didn't know that's what you're supposed to do. I didn't know. I thought, and then sometimes I would forget to turn up my microphones, and it will convey to that, but I won't hear it. I won't hear that, cause I don't have a problem just turning up my phone. I didn't think that would be a big deal, but I'm trying to give you guys the message, and I'm trying to allow you to receive the message as it is intended for you. But sorry, I went on a tangent, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, so let's get back on track. But thank you, Lord. Thank you, Spirit team, Spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, everybody who's on God's team, the universe, the star systems. Thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for my dreams. And I'm not talking about the dreams, the goals that we have. I'm talking about the actual dreams, the sleeping dreams. Because those dreams have been confirming all of this that I'm telling you to me. And I hope the people, and they know who they are, the people who've told me these things, that they come across this video one day and see how their words have impacted someone. Damn, excuse me. Excuse my language. I just got I'm pointing my finger right now. I got a very demanding ancestor or guide who just came through and said that. Because I don't really care. Like I said, I don't care if nobody see this video. Nobody. I don't care. I don't care anymore. At first, this was going to discourage me. The views, the algorithm, But I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right. And y'all not going to stop seeing me. I claim that in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Father, the Holy Spirit, my spirit team, the people they send down to have my back. I claim that in their name. Amen. So, let's go back. Okay. So, I have this card upside down. I am released, or reversed. I am released from the prison of self-doubt. And I highlighted this reverse. I had other reversals I didn't really highlight. Yeah, I didn't really highlight or feel a need to highlight because they weren't important. It was there. But not only my reversals mean positive or you've overcome it. So I had to highlight this one because it says it. It says you are released from the prison of self-doubt. Released. And normally that's what my reversals mean. Released, overcome, got out of. That's what I say. I say that. And that's how Spirit delivers me the messages. And that's how I know what they say. So if you are going through this, or you're doubting yourself in any way, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, how you speak, how you walk, how you dress, how you talk. Yep, I said speak and talk. But what you like, whatever it is, don't doubt it no more. You released from that prison. You released. Why you keep putting yourself back in there? I'm speaking to myself. I'm not going to put myself back in there. And I'm sorry that I got choked up. I'm not sorry that I got choked up. I needed to release those tears. I needed to release how that made me feel. Because I didn't really tell anybody that. Where I didn't tell them in this manner. I told them in bits and pieces. And I claim that. I'm interceding on your behalf. I claim that to our highest power. In the name. In their name. Amen. Okay, the next card I have is underage. And then at least another card I have is at least 3. So underage means very young. It could mean very young. And at least 3. And that's why I'm thinking of these together. Because at least 3 years old, I'm thinking you were at least 3 years old since this, whatever this issue you're facing has been hunting you. You were at least 3 and you were released from the baby. Or you were at least 3 years old that these gifts appeared to you. But who remembers when they were 3? I barely remember when I was 3. I more vividly remember when I was 4 or 5. But not many people remember when they were 3. But yeah, so we have that. They were upright. And then the last card I have is also in reverse, and I want to highlight it because it says lose control. So this reversal means that you're in control. You're in control because you're out of that phase of losing control. And this is also meaning to me balanced, organized, accounted for. And that's by the Most High. That's who just gave me that word. You're accounted for. He knows you by name. He loves you. They love you. You taking time out to watch your video. This is your video too, but this video, they love you for that. Because you heard how I still struggle with being able to come back on here. But no more. I'm not like I said, I don't care if I get 0 views. If I see 0 views, I'm still going to continue to make videos. Because this is what my highest power told me to do. This is what my source, my creator told me to do. So you go and do what you got to do. And I'm also channeling the song, Still in Control. Still Control. But no, Still in Control, I want to say. It's by Kirk Franklin. And I'm clairaudient, so I believe the spirit speaks to me. The Great Spirit speaks to me through songs and channeling. And multiple other gifts, but and God, your highest power, is also saying that He is still in control. Your divine team is still in control. Let go, surrender. They got this. You ain't gotta do no more. You done enough. They got you right where you want. They got you right where they want you. And I meant to mention him earlier. Thank you. Moses keep knocking like I'm here too. I'm here too. Moses is another person who was insecure about how he spoke. And God wanted him to deliver his children of Israel out of Egypt. He was like, I don't know how to speak. I don't speak that well. I stutter. And I like mentioning him. I really do. Because he's an inspiration to me. Even if that story ain't true, that myth is an inspiration to me. Because it shows, not because he can't speak, and he was scared and he questioned God and he was insecure about that. No, it's not because of that. It's because God was like, I want you to do this so much that I'm going to bring somebody else who's going to speak for you. But I still want you to do my mission. That's how much He believes in you. That's how much He appointed you, and He wants only you for whatever He's asking for. Oh, glory to God. Glory be to God for that. Glory be to our highest creator, our source, our almighty, Allah, whoever you refer to. Allah, Ganesh, all of them, they talking to me. They talking Buddha here too. You also got Peter. So, the message is supposed to stop at lose control, but all these biblical people start coming to me. I mentioned a lot of them earlier too. Mary Magdalene is even here, and I'm gonna do a little more research about her, but she's here. But let me go back to Peter. Peter, he was another one who struggled with confidence, self-confidence, and you would think somebody who cut off somebody's ear when they try to come get Jesus. He just cut off their ear. He asked no questions. He asked no questions. He was still struggling with self-confidence. And you know why? It's because I after doing all that showed he was loyal to Jesus, Yeshua. But it tested his loyalty after that. And they tested it when, and Jesus already predicted it. It was like, yeah, you saying all this fine and dandy, but you're going to deny me 3 times. When the rooster crow, I want to add, but you're going to deny me 3 times before you really admit that you a follower of mine. He was like, no, no, I got your back. I'm following you. You are a prophet, whatever he was saying. And it happened. He denied him 3 times. After they killed Jesus, they tried to come after the disciples. Y'all remember that? And he denied being associated with Jesus 3 times. And then we have a whole book in the Bible from Peter, or about Peter. So I relate that to self-confidence because he didn't believe in himself enough to admit he was a follower of Jesus. You get what I'm saying? Because if you believed in yourself, it don't matter who you was following. You just cut off a person's ear, cut off another person. I'm just kidding, but I'm not condoning violence. But yeah, that's the funniest part of the Bible to me. I mean, there's some other funny parts, but that one was for the books. But he just cut off somebody's ear. But he denied Jesus after they killed him, and he should have been able to stand on his own. I'm not talking down on him, because that was Jesus' homeboy. That was Joshua's homeboy. I like to say that was his homeboy. John was too, but I think John was his cousin, so they kind of had to be close. But Peter, or Simon, used to be Simon, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, he used to be Simon, and he said, "I'm gonna call you Peter," or it's the other way around. Don't quote me. Maybe look that part of the Bible up too. Maybe I gotta look it up too. I'm gonna look it up. How about that? But he should have believed in himself enough to be like, yeah, I was with Jesus. Because that's what it means to have faith. You could be loyal all day. You could be loyal to somebody's face all day. But what you do behind that back, that's what really matters. You could call on God or your highest power all day when you need and want something, or you're in a bind. But when things are not going your way, how you act is all that matters. And all you need is a faith of a mustard seed. Because who knows what would happen to Peter? He was scared, so I'm acknowledging that. My compassion in me acknowledges that he was scared. But he should have listened to Jesus. It's like, you're going to deny me. And he should have done everything in his power to not let that be true. But because Jesus is the Son of God, he knows the truth and only the truth. Anyway. And then Mary Magdalene, she came through, and that is cute. I always think of Mary Magdalene. There's different stories about her. Like, some say that she was Jesus' twin flame, but I always think of her. I didn't think she was old enough to be Jesus' twin flame. I thought she was a kid. It sounded like she was a kid. A kid old enough, to help Martha in the kitchen. Hey, Martha. Martha was mad. Martha was like, I'm cooking and cleaning, and she ain't helping me. She's sitting here listening to you. And Jesus was like, Mary is doing what she's supposed to be doing. And Martha should have been like, shoot, I'm going to sit down too. Because he was like, you worrying about stuff that don't matter. This is the food of life you need. So, yeah, but I always think of Mary Magdalene as this kid, because it sounded like she was this kid who was just sitting down in Jesus' lap, crisscross, not in his lap, but at his lap on the floor, crisscross, with her eyes just buck wide, smiling, looking up at him while he's talking about the word or teaching whatever he was teaching. But she came in too, and she's been coming to me as well. So maybe she's trying to get your attention too. That's why I had to mention her. But I also mentioned John. John, he was another one. He had an issue with self-confidence, but he was loyal all the way to the end. He took care of Jesus' mama while he was going through crucifixion, And John was like, I should be tying your shoes when Jesus first came into town and John was baptizing everybody in the river and talking about Jesus, and now Jesus is in his face and he's like, I should be tying your shoes. What you mean you gonna baptize? I gotta baptize you. I should be licking your boots, basically. he was like, no, you gonna baptize me. So that's another issue of self-confidence. So this reading is surrounded about confidence. Maybe not issues, but maybe the message is to have confidence. If you feel like you have confidence, then that's good. And maybe Spirit is acknowledging that and congratulating you on that. And maybe they're saying, even if you felt like you had confidence issues in the past, look at where you are now. Congratulate yourself for where you are now. Even to be able to accept and recognize that is a big thing Spirit is saying. So, I didn't know it was going to go this long. This reading was going to go this long. Let's see. So, I'm going to pull some angel messages, because our angels is our spirit team, So, sorry this is not a reading where you can see the cards. I was led by Spirit to do it this way for now, at this moment. But I'm thankful either way. Anyway, so I'm gonna pull some angel wishes. See what they have to say. Hi, angels. You are what you think. Think positive thoughts. You are what you think. Stay positive, y'all. Pop out. Your loved ones want you to live the life you are destined for. We were talking about the sun and the rainbow on the horizon. So exciting things are coming. Your children are the greatest gift of all. They teach you more than you teach them. I just got a picture of my son in my head. That message really resonated because he has taught me so much. That couldn't be farther from the truth. I actually don't think I would have found spirituality until I had it. So I'm thankful. I'm always thankful to him, to God, to the universe for my son. My son is the greatest gift they've ever given me, and they've given me some good gifts. So I'm thankful, and thank you again. I love him so much, and it's reminding me, because I call him my lovey-dove, and I was just speaking about that baptism story with John and Jesus, and after that happened, or before that happened, that's when God spoke to everybody in the clouds, and he opened up heaven and sent the dove down, and he said, this is my son, who I'm well pleased. Of who I'm well pleased. Please don't quote me and say I didn't say it correctly, but he's well pleased with Yeshua, Jesus, because he did no wrong. He was sent here for a special purpose. So, and then I even think he was talking to John, and even then, he was more so talking to John than even Jesus in that moment. Because guess what? Jesus already knew. He was very closely connected to God. John had to be reminded, because he didn't believe that he was good enough to even baptize him. It's like, I allowed you to be in Jesus' path to baptize him. I believe in you that much. But anyway, and so I thought of that because I call my son my dove, because I'm well pleased with him. He teaches me things almost every day, if not every day. And I believe that's possible because he's really closely connected to God. And if you have children, especially babies under 2, hone in on what they teach you and what they say to you without even words. Like, my son is just like me. He don't like to talk. He could talk, but he don't like to. I believe that boy could even read. Ain't that crazy? And he's only 2. So yeah, that angels are speaking right now, and they're telling the truth. So thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry that I went on a tangent in so many ways. This reading took me in places I didn't know where I was gonna go with it. I just thought I was pulling some cards to get the energy of the reading, but That was the energy of the reading. That was the reading. That's what they're saying. So let me take this time to thank your highest power, my highest power, because I know we don't all believe and associate with the same thing, but it is all love. So let me take some time to thank love. And I love you all. And I thank you so much for tuning in and staying to the end of this video. And like I said, I'm going to keep posting. And I hope you continue to come back and visit me very soon. And have a safe, blessed life and journey. And please, please keep walking in your authenticity. You're released from that prison of self-doubt. Remember that. Bye.